Hello, my name is Luke, and I am about to get a sesamoidectomy. There's one other guy on YouTube, at least one other guy, who I've seen make a pretty drawn out series about his sesamoidectomy and the recovery process. However, the way I differ from him is that it appeared that he had some sort of injury that necessitated the removal of his sesamoid bones, and I believe the sesamoid bone that he had removed was the fibular sesamoid bone, which is the one in the middle of the foot. So they pretty much have to split your foot right in half to get at it. Mine is the tibial sesamoid bone that needs to be removed. And that's where they go at it, from the side of your foot. I've had foot pain all my life, so this is not from an injury per se. I guess in theory it could have been, but it would have been a long time ago. Basically what happened was I was either born with a sesamoid bone that was like twice as big as it was supposed to be, and it cracked in half at some point, or I was born with two of them that are kind of shaped similar. They're like right on top of each other, and it's like a crack in the middle you can see on the x-ray. And so if there was any injury, it would have happened maybe 20 years ago, because that's how long I've been feeling this pain. I've been in pain in my foot since I was maybe 6 or 7. I'm 27, almost 20. I'm 26, almost 27 now. And so I'd say it's been at least 20 some odd years since I really started noticing having this problem in my foot. The earliest memories I can remember of having problems with my foot would be like hiking with my parents, and I would just complain about my feet hurting, and they'd just be like, well, we'll get you some new shoes, right? But new shoes didn't help. 20 some years of new shoes didn't help. And now I'm in my late 20s, and I'm a few pounds overweight, and I'm doing 40-hour weeks on a concrete floor. The pain just got to the point where it was unbearable. So I actually started seeing doctors about this. My PCP had no idea what was causing this problem, so she referred me to a podiatrist who was a super nice guy, but didn't end up really helping me all that much. He appeared to be mostly specializing in geriatrics and people with diabetic complications in their feet, and he took x-rays of my feet, and he saw there was at least an enlarged sesamoid bone, but he told me we couldn't really take it out because due to the way the tendons work around the sesamoid bone and connect to the toes, I could lose motion in my big toe if they just straight took the bone out. So he recommended arch supports, and arch supports didn't help. And then we tried adding layers of foam on the bottom of the arch support where I needed excessive support, more support than a normal arch support would offer. And it got to a point where I had like a layer of about that much moleskin under the arch of my foot. It was basically just causing my foot to roll over, and so that's no good. So what we ended up doing was going the cortisone shot route, which was didn't help that much. I got maybe 2 or 3 of them over the course of like maybe 4 or 5 months, and basically the cortisone would help a little bit, but within 2 to 3 days the pain would just be totally back the way it was. In fact, the pain never totally was alleviated by the shots. They would just get a little bit better for a couple of days, and that would be it. And he said that that's pretty much, I'm going to need to get shots every couple of weeks for the rest of my life. So I decided, you know, maybe I should get a second opinion, because this is just kind of ridiculous. So I went to see an orthopedic surgeon, and they took more detailed x-rays of my foot and determined that there's actually 2 sesamoids in there. Again, like I explained before, it was either originally one that cracked in half, or I actually just have 2 of them, and I don't need one of them, and them rubbing up against each other is causing nerve pain and issues with the tendons, and that's where the pain's really coming from. So at long last, I'm gonna have one of them removed, and I figured I'd make a video about it, or at least a few videos about just detailing the process and the recovery process, namely, and just, you know, in case this helps anybody else out there with the same issue I have. So my surgery is about maybe 12 hours out at this point, so I'm kind of making this video on the fly. But I guess what I'll do is I'll at the very least show you guys where the pain originates. What we have going on here is, pardon my messy room, basically it's the tibial sesamoid. So on the outside of the foot, right in here, in the ball of my foot, that's where the pain is coming from. And so supposedly it's a nice simple surgery. They just kind of make a cut in here and open the capsule or whatever and pull out the bone. So hoping there's no real complications. But if there is, I guess I'll make videos about it. So this will be part one in an installation of a series of videos on YouTube. Hopefully somebody out there sees it. Hopefully someone with my same problem sees it and realizes that there is a way to get help for this. So thanks for watching part one, and I'll keep you guys posted on how things go.